Hello friends, I'm Dee, about to react to this vid. This is DJ Akademiks recaps Tory Lanez facing 22 years in prison. 22 years? Hey, you do the crime, do the time, little gremlin. It is what it is. I was just listening to Tory the other day too. He got some bops, okay? He has some great music. But it is what it is. If he goes away for that long, hey, that's the legal system for you. And I have said in the past that I like Tory Lanez, but just to be clear, whenever I say I like an artist, it doesn't mean I like them as a person. I don't care about these people. I like their music. When I say I like them, I'm talking about their music. That's it. So I feel no way about the situation. If he, gets that much time, then... Anyway, let's see what he has to say. Let's watch.
A whole bunch of stuff that happened. I'm going to start at the obvious. By the way, once again, welcome to the stream. First and foremost, I do have, by the way, they're in court right now. There's no video of in court, so we can't go looking. From what I'm hearing, they're reading letters. They have witnesses testifying. We don't know at this point, at least from the last current update I have, if Meg Thee Stallion will be speaking or anyone that is associated with the victim or could have been a victim or a witness themselves. This is different than testimony at the trial. This testimony just only goes for consideration of sentencing. For example, if it traumatized you, if he's been a good guy to you, these are the times that you speak up. So ultimately led to here, he got a bunch of letters. Notoriously, Iggy Azalea wrote him a very beautiful letter, and I want to salute to her. Clap it for Iggy Azalea. She wrote him a very nice letter. And again, the letter wasn't anything about the trial. She said that during her interaction with Tory, he's been nothing but nice. He's someone who's a family man, loves his kids, loves the community, helps people out. And she hopes that, her words could be a little bit sympathetic to the judge, that he gets a lesser time, okay? So, salute to Iggy.
Yeah, I will say that. First off, I ain't write no letter from no damn body. But, whatever. She know him, I guess. But I hear people make comments like that. Like, oh, well, my experience with him has been great. That's your experience. Him being a family man, okay. Of course he going to be nice to his kids. He ain't going to shoot his kids. I will hope not. But how does that reflect his character? That doesn't, prove that he didn't do this. Or I don't feel like it makes him look any better, to be honest. People who are terrible, they usually are nice to some people in their lives. So I don't think that makes much of a difference. But I do think 22 years is a bit excessive. But, yeah, whatever. I'm sure there's more to it.
On behalf of Tory, unfortunately, especially now the verdict came out and they said he's guilty, a lot of people in the industry don't want to touch this with a 10.
Cause don't he got like priors or something? I feel like he was in legal trouble in the past, and then you come into other niggas' country and showing your ass as well, cause you ain't from here, so you up in our streets shooting bitches. Like that ain't it. So maybe that's also why he's getting so much time. I don't know. I don't know much about the law because I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I don't partake in the ratchetry of breaking the law.
Not because they feel Tory's truly guilty. And again, I know there's a verdict in place. I'm not somebody who's a denier of what the system and the justice system says. But in your heart of hearts, at least for me, I still don't know. I can't say that nigga did it, bro. And that's just honestly my honest truth, right? Now am I gonna be like, nah, it's not like you weirdo niggas will be like, yo, like you go vote and then the guy that wins isn't the guy you vote for. You're like, that's not my president. No. We obviously are going to accept the verdict of him being guilty.
Who did it then, Ak? There were only so many people there. Who did it? Because at first I was like, oh, I don't know either. But after hearing everybody's testimony, it's like, okay, who's left? Just process of elimination. He's the only nigga left. Who did it then? Casper didn't come and shoot her. It was him.
But if you ask me my gut, my heart of heart, did he do it? I don't fucking know. So a lot of people ain't gonna speak
about after the phone call.
If I've heard some of the people who have reached out to him privately.
Niggas
Some of the biggest and some of the smallest, the political people who are like, yo, listen, man, we always thought this was bullshit. But they gave him those words of encouragement when the case looked a little better. Now everybody's like, shit, we ain't see what's going on. So I want to say, you got to appreciate somebody like Iggy Azalea. And also she's a woman as well, so she could be very sympathetic to some of these issues. Okay. First and foremost, and I think YouTube's getting back on. Listen here. Megan Cuff. I do have to respond to you.
Who?
You try your very best. She reached out to me a couple days ago. She was trying to get an interview. I was like, that's interesting and odd. Don't really have anything against her. She's a reporter that's kind of worked for a few companies. But she's been very invested in this Tory and Meg thing.
Why the fuck she want to talk to you? You wasn't there.
I tried to speak to her early on in the trial. Or actually early on in the case before it really got to trial. She wasn't that interested. However, she was trying to interview me recently. And in the same tactics that you see many of these media members do, why would she want to interview academics right before the sentencing of Tory Lanez? She was cooking up an article. And, I don't sit here like other people and be like, yo, she's not credible. But I do have to let you know that when you watch trials and you watch information being disseminated, trust me, I am the media. Right? Like, the best way to kind of crystallize this, if someone catches a case or there's a video of a guy and a girl arguing, if I post it on my page, you're going to see a very different reaction from the audience than you would see on the Shade Room. On the Shade Room, they'll be like, this fucking abuser, kill him, castrate him. On my side, it might be like, yo, well, why she slapped him first? Like, yeah, he kind of went OD, but why she slapped him first? Like, it does matter where this information has come from. And one thing I've learned in media is that media matters. Like, I do believe media is the most powerful entity in the entire world. We have the power to shape and contextualize a story or not give context. And that could be part of the agenda to make you feel or think or believe anything that maybe we want you to believe. And you have to be aware of that. So as I say that, Megan Cuff, she's very liberal leaning, if you ask me. And I don't think that she has like some agenda to like, oh, let's get Tory in jail. But her agenda, I believe, seems to lean that once a woman says something, it's automatically true. Now, I think we've gotten a little bit smarter now to say it's not that we're anti-woman if we doubt what a woman says. Look at the woman who just basically said that she got kidnapped. Capping like a motherfucker. The female Jussie Smollett. Men and women.
But she has a lot more information in this particular case. So whatever her typical views are, it's irrelevant in this particular situation. Because she has a lot to go with. A lot of evidence. A lot of testimonies to base her article on. But sure, you say, oh, she got a bias. But okay, bias or not, the facts are still the facts. The evidence is still there. The testimonies are the testimonies. The phone call that he made, basically incriminated himself, all of that still exists. So, I don't understand how this is relevant.
Are able and capable of lying. So, her report's been a little bit different, but she wanted me to do an interview with her. I didn't do an interview. And then I saw this article that she wrote. And I was like, whoa, like this goddamn article is pretty loaded. Let me see if I can find the article. Here's the article. And by the way, again, they're in court now. Once I'm gonna give you updates on what's going on in court. I do expect that within an hour or two, we're probably gonna hear how long he's gonna serve in jail, or actually prison, state prison. Oh. I do not believe that this will go to a second day. This is a sentencing hearing. The judge gave, I think, 2 or 3 adjournments that people get their ducks in order. I think they're gonna put him in prison today. Okay. Ooh. Anyway, she did
open and close case.
The article that she wrote.
Dragging this out no more. Let me see if there are any more updates at the time of me reacting to this. Because a lot of times should be coming out after I already recorded.
But yeah, she lumped me up in this article talking about.
See if you got sent.
Remember the whole DNA thing? I can't find it now. Oh, this is the article right here. Look, the history of Tory false DNA claims from DJ Akademiks to Casey Anthony.
It's continuing. It's breaking news. It's gonna continue on to Tuesday, so he was wrong in that assumption.
Anyway, it leans. Look. This is how she starts the article. The tweet began like so many others, claiming to have urgent news. If this feels like a hit piece, not only on Tory, but a hit piece that journalists usually do on anybody else who they don't deem as having the journalistic credentials that breaks news, right? She's talking about my tweet, breaking, screaming in capital letters. It was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case. It was an explosive claim from a prominent internet commenter. You see how they like to do it? They don't want to say, they don't want to give you no type of like whatever, so they're like, he's an internet commenter. Like, bitch, bitch. Internet commenter? I'll hire your whole fucking family. Like, they have a media company that's very successful. Not just an internet commenter, motherfucker. You're running around trying to get a job. Like I don't try to big dog you, but internet commenter seems like a little bit like trying to belittle who the fuck I am. I'm sorry to tell you. But okay, I let it rock. Has won 1 million Twitter followers, whatever. As it spread, Meg took whatever. Coordinating started, so why y'all started ready to lie.
Maybe she don't know.
Determined later that Tory Lanez gave
or maybe she being shady.
Akademiks, prosecutions, experts, DNA out analyses. This is wrong. Now call it.
Because why would this white lady know act? Like this is older white lady. Why would she know him? So maybe that is what she thinks he does. Like, oh, okay, he has a Twitter. Okay, he comments online. All right.
The judge never determined that Tory Lanez gave me shit. Because Tory Lanez didn't give me shit. You know what I mean? That gave me a prosecution expert's DNA analysis. Now, when I click say, by the way, Megan Cunningham for whoever the fuck who keeps asking me about this, nigga, I'll never tell y'all, nigga, until the fucking colonel tells you his fucking spices in the KFC chicken, I ain't gonna tell you where, nor do I need to tell you where I get my sources from. But they are correct.
Period.
She is right. What I did get was a DNA analysis report. Where did I get it from? Listen, you could pull teeth, you won't get that answer from it. Did I get it from Tory Lanez?
Okay.
No. Tory Lanez risked going to jail to even speak about the case. Why would he send me a document that they could have easily subpoenaed his phones and everything, or anybody with him, and found if he had sent me some shit? So clearly Tory Lanez, there's no evidence that led to say Tory Lanez gave me shit. And also, I'm telling you, out of the litany of people that had access to it, because I'm not the only one who got it, wasn't Tory Lanez. Anyway, it says the report, in fact, didn't say Tory Lanez's DNA was on the gun that got fired, that fired 5 rounds. It said it was more open-ended. And I mean, that's true. But here's the thing. I interpret that bitch, too. If I'm looking at something and it says, does these two things match? And they say, we can't tell you if it's matched. Nigga ain't matching me. It ain't matching me. So, anyway, that's how I kind of kill my theory. Anyway, I don't want to, like, just be on an article the whole time. Because here's also the thing.
What's this? I'm getting bored. This whole situation. I don't know this way.
Here we are today, we're blaming Tory Lanez. Anyway, we're going to get off of this for a while.
Yeah, I'm breaking this.
We should probably just touch on the... So by the way, Megan Cunningham, please, you nor anybody else, suck cock. Do not hit me up for y'all hit pieces. It's the reason why I do not do interviews for the majority of y'all press.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't care about this lady at all. I just want to know what he's going to be sentenced. So it might be determined tomorrow. We will see. Or today, actually. Because it's technically Monday as I'm recording this video. But it should be determined on Tuesday. So we will see what they say. I do think 22 years is a bit excessive. But like I said, I don't know all of the factors involved. I don't know if he had priors or if, there are extra charges being thrown on there because he's not from the States and he's committing crimes over in the States and niggas is upset about that. I don't know much about the law and breaking the law. So there's that. I can't say it's excessive. And of course you could compare it to other cases and be like, well, this person got less time. Yes, the legal system is very flawed, but I'm not about to sit up here and try to protect people or be in defense of people who are willingly breaking the law and doing something as crazy as shooting bitches. Like, what? It's not like it was a simple mistake or you shot somebody to protect someone else. Like, no, you just got mad and started shooting bitches. Like, that's not cool. So I can't be in defense of that. I'm like, yeah, 22 years is a bit much, but you out here shooting people. And you ain't even from here. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, there's that. We'll see what happens, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!